Hi everyone, it's Fatuma. Hi everyone. Hi guys. It's been a day, yeah? I'm home now after the long day from doctor's appointment. And you have seen my video. It's quite tough, eh? It's quite tough. I've been diagnosed with psychosis, so people may ask, Fatuma? Yeah, it is. It's psychosis. It was diagnosis the cap of like 1 year and a half since 2020, the end of 2024, 2020, early 2025. So almost like going to 2 years now. So it is tough, but it isn't that much tough as you think it is. And before psychosis, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. So schizophrenia, it started as a depression and a little bit of anxiety, schizophrenia, and whereby a person sees a little bit of shadows, hear voices here and there. That's the lead to symptoms of a person who has psychosis. And I've been seeing a psychiatric for quite a while, and a little bit of hospitalization here and there. And also I've been in medication. There are two types of medication. One, cannot say much about them, don't know much about them, but I've been prescribed those medication. And also it is tough, and also I take them in the morning and in the evening, so it helps me to sleep good. It helps me to keep up with my diet. It's helped me to keep up with my eatings. My eatings were not good. My eatings were a little bit low, but now it keeps me. They help out to keeps me. It keeps me with my eatings, my diet, my well-being, and also my sleeping. My sleeping isn't good at all, and also it was no good, but also the routine wasn't good. So that's the diagnosis I've been diagnosed with for quite a while. So I haven't been working due to these diseases, which was diagnosed way back in 2024. And also ni ugonjwa ambao unasumbua kidogo, lakini sio kwamba unaweza ukakuua. Hapana, huwezi kukua. Ni kufuata tu masharti na maelekezo ya daktari hapa na pale, hapa na pale. Kwa hiyo sasa hivi najitahidi niwe nakula vizuri, najitahidi I should eat, niwe nakula vizuri, nalala vizuri, nafanya mazoezi. Sijajiandikisha gym. I haven't gone to a gym labda nikafanya mazoezi, la asha. Bali nafanya tu mazoezi ya kwenda kutembea jioni, najaribu kuwa nasoma vitabu. I'm fond of books of John Grisham. Nasoma kidogo, sio sana kama nilivyokuwa nasoma zamani. Pia pia na 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 pia najaribu kuwa naandika, na keep busy kwa kuandika, writing something. So now I'm writing a certain kind of book, Wedding Veil, ambapo umesikia kwenye previous videos. So I'm trying to write some sort of stories from out of these triumphs which have been in my life since I migrated to Canada. And it's a long story. We'll come and sit down together, talk about it, we are not all talk about diseases only. We are talking about so many things here. We are talking about how to migrate, how to stay in Canada, how to live in Canada. We are talking about how to live a healthy life. We are talking about how to live when you are single, when you are alone, not only single, when you are alone. How do you tackle it? How do you live it? Do you keep up with your schedules? Do you keep up with your routines? Or if you don't keep them, what do you do? So this is how I am a little bit now for now. So I'll see my doctor in September, and I hopefully the review wasn't easy. I know it's something that it wasn't easy to review, and I was on the road coming from the doctor's office. I was on the road, so I couldn't say much. So I decided, and I live alone. So most of my video I'm just recording by myself using my phone. So I was on the road. So I had the expression itself, the facial expression that you have psychosis. Oh, it's quite a little bit tough. And also, you need to do a lot of stuff at the same time. I pray a lot. I go to church every Sunday. I try to do my daily routine as a housewife. I live in a common law partner, so like a housewife with my titi. Um, like a housewife, home-based lady, single, the solo lady, and trying to rediscover myself. I started discovering myself when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 30s, now in my 40s, almost going to 45. So I'm just rediscovering for the second time. How the rediscovery is it all about? Is it about eating good? Is it about eating a healthy food, living a healthy life? So this is all about how do I cook my meals? Do I cook by myself? Do I help someone? Do I cook by myself? Obviously, I cook by myself, and sometimes Titi help me to prepare some dinner, suppers, and lunch sometimes, and also and also I and also I try so much in deep to make sure that I eat healthy. And also to get back to system again, make sure I get a job, not just a job, but work to do before. That's the rediscovery after being lost. I may say I was being lost. No, I'm rediscovering myself for the second time, and also to make sure that it doesn't affect my well-being, doesn't affect my well-being, and also to make sure that I keep up my healthy and to be good. And I'm almost in my 40s, so the things that most of the things that I didn't do in my 20s, in my 30s, I'm trying to do them. I'm trying to do them in my 40s, especially now. I'm planning to, by God grace, if I can manage to go to school in January or September next year. So I'll be going to school as a mature student. So I'm trying to cope up with the disease, to cope up with the diagnosis, to cope up with being alone, being single, being solo, because I being solo, and also the environment where I'm living. It's quite a little bit nice. Okay, let's go for a walk while we can. I think we need to stay home today. We need to stay home. We cannot go for a walk. We need to stay home. Let's continue to have like a chit chat here and there. It's tough, but we thank God. We thank God, and by the grace of God, I'm trying to very, very much to keep up my routine. That may help me to help me with my diagnosis, and also after the conversation with my doctor, after before the next visit, I've been adding some meds. We make sure that if in case of anything, I should just go to Emerge. That's where I can get more help concerning to the psychosis itself. But also, it isn't that much hard. It isn't that much hard, and also we thank God that it's not affecting anything for the time being, but it affected my school, it affected my work performance, and the depression started long time ago, since 2015, 2016, but it didn't come to pass slowly until it came to stage of anxiety, depression, a little bit of nervousness, anxiety, schizophrenia, and now psychosis. So it didn't affect much, but my story is that it affected much of my performance in terms of thinking, in terms of performance at work. So there was a certain job I was doing, my performance wasn't good, the moods tend to change here and there. So it affected even my school, the one I started in 2024. So this is the little I can say about my diagnosis of psychosis. And so I waited for me to come home to chat with you guys, for me to come home to chat in a calm place where I can talk to you, And I passed to Square One, to the mall, to look for the phone. But my credit is bad, so I couldn't get another one. So I'm just waiting for my pay. Once my pay comes in, I can buy just a simple phone for the time being, until I get myself a new phone, a new good phone to make sure it helps me with my likings. My likings is the most important. I'm trying to find, and I'm fond of Samsung, so I'm trying to find another brands of phones so that they can help me with here and there. And also, that's the short story of my diagnosis. And also, my credit is bad, so I couldn't take the phone. I have to come back home, and I was so hungry. I was so hungry, so I had to come home. And now I just had a cup of tea, apples, and I'm trying to make sure that I prepare dinner. So for dinner, I have leftovers. I eat leftovers. I'm trying to, if I can fry fish, if I can can make leftovers and fish, or I can make any dish. I can make any dish, fresh dish from fresh dish, any dish, fresh fish, or I can eat ugali na mchuzi. Remember Tanzania, ugali na mchuzi, so that will be for end of the day. Okay, it's the end of our story for diagnosis, and also it's the end of our story for the diagnosis. Thank you for being for the new subscriber. Keep on watching my videos. For the old subscriber too, keep on watching my videos. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to our channel, to like, to comment and share. Till next time, it's Fatuma. Bye bye.